Congressman Bob Good here, and I'm so excited to have with me my guest for the President's State of the Union speech tonight, and it's Sergeant Steve Knichel, who happens to actually be a resident of the 5th District, and he has courageously pushed back against the tyrannical COVID vaccine measures imposed on the Virginia Army National Guard. Sergeant Knichel, great to have you here. Thanks for being here. So tell us just in a few moments about how the vaccine mandate from the Department of Defense, how's it affected people like you in the National Guard?
Well, Congressman, let me start by saying it's just a tremendous honor to be here with you in Washington, D.C. tonight for the State of the Union address. The COVID mandates affected different commands differently. And in the National Guard, we've seen everything from forced retirement, or I should say coerced retirement. You know, it was voluntary technically. We've seen unit members ostracized who were just in a pending exemption status for a religious or medical exemption to that vaccination mandate. And then there's also a whole league of individuals whose career progression has been stunted for 2 years over this. And that's unit members who have nothing else against them except for the fact that they're not vaccinated per that mandate at this time. So even in a pending status.
I would submit that the most courageous warriors, the patriots who are willing to stand against what they believe to be wrong, are just the kind of individuals we most need in the military, and the ones who are most impacted, of course, by this terrible policy. What recourse do the Guardsmen have in terms of being reinstated or having their back pay provided to them? What's the situation or status right now?
Well, I'm not sure that I've heard any discussion on back pay at this point, and we have two types of back pay to discuss. One is for service members who've just not been in a paid status and not authorized to come train and go to drill, perform the minimum basic military requirements that a soldier does. And then, of course, we have back pay to discuss regarding those who have left service, who are involuntarily separated over this mandate. So I think we need a lot of congressional help in that regard, and I think that I would propose a reinstatement by Congress versus expecting that these individuals are going to be allowed to reenlist.
Yeah, well, we certainly need them. At any time in the history of our country, do we need these kind of service members? We've so compromised our military and our national defense in so many ways. How would you say that these mandates have affected the readiness of our armed forces across the board?
Well, I think the numbers speak for themselves in that 40 to 60,000 service members almost had their careers taken away from them during this mandate period while they were pending their religious exemption requests. I think that it's just a shame what happened, and I think that the morale is forever, or it's at least going to take a couple of years to recover from that.
I think irreparable harm's been done, and I can't imagine, like you said, the impact on morale. I want you to know you have some friends in Congress. We care about you. We care about our national defense. We care about families like yours that have been impacted, and we're trying to do what we can, and we're going to continue to try to fight for you. So thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for letting us highlight the issue by you attending the State of the Union address. It's a privilege to have you as my guest.
I appreciate it. And before I go, let me just say that the fight is not over as far as we're concerned. So we appreciate you being on our side with this.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.